So the problem with this is it looks like a one-step equation. The only thing that I see here is subtraction, so normally we would say, well, let's add something and then we're done. But that's not true. That is not the way that this works. Instead, what would be more helpful is to stop and think about what's actually in front of the x. If x is by itself, if there's no number attached to it, no coefficient, there should be a 1. Good. So I would suggest that anytime you see x by itself, any variable by itself, no coefficient, go ahead and write in a 1. It's going to help us understand exactly what's happening in this problem when we get to the next step. So the way we're going to do this, still following the same rule, let's get rid of the constant first. My constant is 8. It is a positive 8. What's the opposite of positive 8? Negative 8. And remember, when we're doing equations, negative signs and minus signs are really the same thing. So when I say negative 8, I'm saying that I'm supposed to subtract 8. 8 minus 8 would give me 0. Negative 9 minus 8. Pay close attention to this. Again, this is where we're making a lot of mistakes. You're going to get negative 17. You're going further down the number line. Here's the part where people make a very common mistake. This is why we put the negative 1 in there. Without the negative 1, I see students just write x and say, we're done, that's it, it's negative 17. But don't forget, we wrote that 1 in front of the x, and what else was in front of the 1? A negative sign. We are not done with this problem because there is still a negative sign that we need to cancel here. So now we're going to get rid of our coefficient, which is negative 1. Right now it says negative 1 times x. So just like the first example, instead of multiplying, we will do what?
Divide.
We're going to divide. So we're going to divide by negative 1. All that dividing by negative 1 does is changes the sign. It used to be negative 17, now it's positive 17.